Yo, what up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What's going on? What is cracking? What is cracking? What is cracking? Hold on. This is annoying. Hold on. My bad. All right. Michael, what up? Dwayne, did we get the alert? We did. Good. Good. The hell is this bullshit? I hate when I get these annoying fucking spam emails. Very annoying. Delivered. Okay. What's going on? What's going on, people? Kalia, what's up? Mark, I really like this new intro. Thank you. People make fun of it. They say that it seems like Abraham Lincoln's assassination attempt. Please do not try to talk bad about Mike Tyson. Huh? I don't get it. Why would we talk bad about him? What would possess you to say that, my dear? I don't get it. You're confusing me, motherfucker. Hold on. Ugh. Charging my phone. Charging my phone. See, I put some feelers out, but nothing. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Oh, fuck. Wow. Today is a fucking piss poor show out for anything. Piss poor. The earlier show had very few people. I know we just started here, but damn. Damn. Sometimes your chat be having haters. What, you're a big Mike Tyson supporter? For me? Not good. Look, could be worse. I'm healthy, so that's important. You know, if everybody's good, family's good, but there's a lot of personal struggles going on. But did you get those gloves signed when you went to that Kevin Rooney thing? No, no, young buck. Kevin Rooney and Mike. When I was living with Kevin Rooney, I lived with him for a whole year and a half, or whatever, 2 years, whatever it was. I wouldn't just go to a thing. I lived in his house and he was training me. But at that point, it was 92, 90, and 93. And Tyson was, first of all, he had already left Kevin as his trainer, but he was also in prison at that point. So I couldn't have seen him, one, because they weren't being trained. They weren't working together anymore. And two, even if they were, he got locked up. So I don't have that many pictures of me from then. Let me see. Okay, I got one. You guys see like shitty fucking old school. Here it is. I think I showed you guys this picture before. This is, I'll show you the two pictures. This is me at 15 on the bag and in Catskill, New York. That's me right there. In Catskill, New York. That's me. Hitting the bag, angry than a motherfucker. Look at me. And then this one is also, where is it? Let me find the other one. And this one is also from the same time, from the same period, a little bit better of a picture. That's me, obviously, now look, My man, that's Jeremy Williams in the middle, right? Those of you who know boxing, he was a number 4 ranked heavyweight in the world. We met each other at Kevin's. He's 19 here. I'm 15 here. He's 6'2" almost. Look at me. I'm fucking 5'11" then. Like I was full. I was 185 pounds, 175, 180 pounds there, 5'11". We all thought at 15, everybody thought I was going to get so much bigger. But I didn't. And the guy over to the left is a guy named Muta, Kelvin Prather, also former pro. Trains in Jersey now. Good dude, my man Muta. Back in the day. Damn, that was back in the day. But yeah, look at me, I'm gangster. Got my Knicks starter jacket on. That's all life was about, baby. Knicks starter jacket. Chillin'. All right. Hands are low, bag doesn't hit back. Yeah, that pretty much does it. Yova, you slid up in this bitch early for once. What's up? What's up, Yov? There's Hova and there's Yova. Young Yova. No, you're old Yova, and then there's young Hova, and you're old Yova. I was just stupid, right? I tried. Oh, man, I feel mad tired today, people. Emotionally drained. You guys see my new video? I popped off a Triple G video. Thought you said you didn't like baseball. I said a Knicks starter jacket. At what point did you hear baseball come out? Did you mistake Knicks starter for a baseball jacket? Looking like a young Josh Hartnett in Pearl Harbor from that picture. Yeah, I'll take it. It's slightly.
Oh, that's racist.
But I'll take it. I haven't seen it. Play it for us. Oh, you didn't see it? All right, I'll play it. I'll play it. I shall play it for you. I'll play the big version of it. There's the version I release on YouTube. The version I release on YouTube.
Arguably the most dominant and hardest hitting middleweight in history. 2015, Gennady Golovkin starts sharpshooting David Lemieux with the jab like he's Davy Crockett. Triple G then lands a bomb that shakes the ground under Lemieux like an earthquake hit the arena. Golovkin persists, using his height advantage to keep David at the end of his whip like he's Indiana Jones, using his reach and pristine footwork to snap Lemieux's cabbage back, all the while maintaining a calculated distance safer than a hazmat suit. Triple G then drops a Chernobyl-level nuclear bomb to the midsection before snipering his shotgun jab again and then retreating back to the dugout. The Canadian native slams on the gas, but is manidored like he's on the streets of Spain. After avoiding David's charges, the Kazakhstan native decides to go back downstairs and invest in the breadbasket like he's a Stella D'Oro stockholder. The gritty French Canadian keeps precisely testing Golovkin's marble chin like he's an archaeologist. But Triple G fully absorbs it better than a roll of Charmin, showing his Wolverine-level recuperative powers as he maintains his career streak of never touching the canvas. Gennady responds by harpooning Lemieux like Moby Dick with repeated right hands, which leaves David frantically covering up like he's getting jumped into the Southside Crips. Triple G then tenderizes Lemieux's liver like an overnight marinade, before dropping a follow-up hammer that ravages David's kidneys like a fifth of Everclear, which consequently forces Lemieux down on one knee like he's proposing. David gets up seemingly energized as he drives home more rocks than Fred Flintstone. But Golovkin blasts him with a left hook that stops him dead in his tracks like a crossing guard. However, the former middleweight champ throws a fresh pack of Energizer batteries in his back. and pops off with a crushing barrage that dents Triple G's grill like he was in a fender bender. So Gennady goes back to basics like he's dating a 6 and resumes pumping his high-octane jab like he pulled over at a Sunoco, which keeps Lemieux at precise range while he's able to land cinder blocks. David keeps coming back like a boomerang, but Golovkin patiently continues blasting him with that golden scepter, rapidly popping his melon like he's using a tennis ball machine. These jabs set up 2 more cinder blocks down south, which fire up Lemieux's ribs like a backyard barbecue, leaving him shook like Mob Deep and forcing the ref to stop the fight.
There it is. Fresh. That's fresh out the frying pan. What up, E-Rock? What you know about the Crips up south, Marco? Nothing. But I know Southside Crips will jump you. I know that. They'll jump you in. That's all I know. Some beautiful parrying from Trip G. Yeah. Benavidez got more praise beating a Lemieux than moving up in weight and stopping Triple G. That's your stupid. Triple G had those punches that had that downward. Yup. He'd come up and go down. Absolutely. He would hit you on the top of the head, which is legal. It doesn't happen much. Yup. That's absolutely right. Yup, he is. Likes up. Get the likes up. What up, Eon? What up, Eon? Yo, this is my man. My man, Eon. We might have to do the raffle again, man, if Homeboy doesn't claim his shit. I never even see him in here. So, Saturday. If it ain't here, Saturday. Yep, he's back with Derek James. Meat Lovers Pizza. Yeah, man. We'll do the raffle again. But now, oh, that's funny you just asked that. You know who won? You. Scooter, that's fucking hilarious. Because we were saying that you don't come in the room much. So I'm like, so you got it. You're in here, so you won. All jokes aside, you did win. You could go watch this morning's replay. You'll see that you won. So what I need you to do, Scooter, is go send your name and shipping address to this email right here, markoko@gmail, and I'll get these out to you. But moving forward, we're giving a 2-day claiming period in case most people who are gonna put in for the raffle come in the room. But moving forward, there's going to be a 2-day claiming. 48 hours. If it's not claimed, we raffle it again. But yeah, Scoot, you got it. It's on you. Oh, he's in Virginia? All right, bet. Well, at least it won't be an expensive ask. So, I'm paying for the priority shipping. I don't want to charge you guys. I feel like that's like corny. So, yeah, man, Scooter got it. And again, Scoot, same shit. Last, Eon and CJ, who have the most entries, they came in second and third. But I showed you, so you guys were thinking of some bullshit. I used it on another. Next time I'm gonna do the wheel one. We'll do that one next time. I'll use that one. That one's kind of cool looking, and we'll do that one. So, yeah, man, you won them. These are yours. That's so weird. I was like, yeah, the dude who won, blah blah blah. And then this pops up. I'm like, oh shit. Shakur and Zepeda. Yeah, so email me, Scooter, your name and whatever mailing address you want it to go to. Whatever name you want to send to. And Shakur 10-2 versus Zepeda. Is that happening? Eon, is that official? Is that official? I can't believe it's official. Is it? Talk to me, brother. Talk to me, brother. Oscar tweeted it's official. Okay, well then it is. I think Shakur is going to. This will be Shakur's first real test, in my opinion. Valdez was a real test. Valdez and Herring were a real test, but this is going to be his first real test of not somebody who's older, like a current undefeated killer. This will be his first real test. Ian need to win? Yeah, he does. I might, if Ian and CJ don't win the next one, I might do a little consolation prize because, it's kind of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Keyshawn versus Santos. Santos. I got Santos. You're not even going to watch the highlights? I did 8 rounds today, guys. 8 rounds. But no warm-up. So usually I'll do 10 rounds, but the first 2 will be like a Cobra Reflex warm-up. This was I was just throwing cinder blocks off jump. Zepeda throws punches and punches. It'll be a good fight. Yeah, but the problem is Zepeda's defense, E-Rocks. His defense, he's an earmuff guard guy. No real head movement. No real waist movement. Just earmuffs. Shakur will eat that shit up. Eat it up like a buffet. Not gonna lie, all the stuff I really wanted. Oh, that sucks, Eon. Well, there'll be more shit. Well, what'd I do that was funny? Why you hate on Keyshawn? I don't hate him. I think De Los Santos is gonna wax his ass. I got Keyshawn stopping De Los Santos. De Los Santos hasn't fought in 12 years. He hasn't fought in 1 in 12 years. I don't think you know how math works. And you're a roofer? Damn. They'd be like, why'd you wrap it around the whole house? Well, you said you wanted on 3/35 of the house. They'll be like, what? 3,033 3/5? 1 in 112 ain't a thing. Just saying. No way in heaven and hell you got Santos versus Davis. Okay. Nah. De Los Santos is going to give him a lot of problems. Keyshawn could fuck with dudes who come right at him. Sure. But what about a slick boxer who could punch? Is he in the southpaw too? De Los Santos? I believe he might be. But when Shakur fought him, it wasn't that good, Marco. Make up your mind. But when Shakur fought him, it wasn't that good. First of all, I didn't say that. But even if I did, what's that have to do with me thinking he'll beat Keyshawn? See? That argument made no sense. Let's say I did say that, which I never did. What's that have to do with him? I never said he's great. I never said Keyshawn's great. I just think he's going to beat Keyshawn. The two have nothing to do with each other. All right. I'll trust the roofing now. Norfolk area is almost sold out in one day. Please order Eon. Yeah. Yes. E-Rock. First of all, Eon's coming in. I ordered a cappuccino, Eon, not a yappuccino. So fall back a little bit with the yappuccino. We don't want a yappuccino. We ordered cappuccino. You're coming in with 3 grande yappuccinos. We don't want to hear that shit. Let's say Keyshawn on each cup. We don't want that. But your order for a triple extra meat lovers pizza has been placed and we'll be delivering it to you. What do you think about the Mason Schofield? That's not going to happen. I'd love to see that fight. I got Abdullah. Because do you not know my thoughts on Keyshawn? I believe Keyshawn is a very mid-range fight, mid-level. I believe he's a good fighter, not a great fighter, and not an excellent fighter. That's why. I believe De Los Santos' style also will be a nightmare. Very patient, doesn't just run in and there for the fucking pounding like he's a piñata. Fast, hits hard, very smart, very patient, and a counterpuncher. That style gives Keyshawn problems. What doesn't give Keyshawn problems? Guys are like Lemos and dudes who just walk right at him. Basically like floating piñatas. Piñatas with legs. Eon loves Keyshawn. You go in Neon's room, on his headboard, there's a picture of Keyshawn like this. Dos Santos is a great power puncher. You got Keyshawn? I don't. But let me be fair. I haven't really watched much of Dos Santos except for the fight against Shakur. Now, mind you, I'm going to go with Dos Santos, but I'm talking like 60-40, 55, like close. I don't think it's going to be, by no means am I super confident guessing that. Because to me, I'm still downloading all the information on Keyshawn. I don't know what to expect with him. Abdullah versus what's-his-face isn't official. We never seen Keyshawn struggle. How you say what style gives him problems? Well, I've seen how he excels. He excels with punchers. Right? He excels with people walk right at him. So that we've seen. And everybody struggles with a patient, tentative, counterpunching boxer. Everybody struggles with that. That's just common sense. Keyshawn. But you could be right. I don't know enough about Keyshawn yet. I'm still downloading. Maybe he tears this guy apart and I learn something new. Based on what I've seen so far, I don't think it'll be easy work for him. Even if he wins, I don't think it'll be easy. Keyshawn's seen all the different styles in the amateurs. Damn. Casey needs a Keyshawn Meat Lovers pizza too. I'm just kidding. Eon, pass me a slice. Yo, Eon, let me get 2 slices. I'm hungry. Like you. Eon's like, nah, I'm keeping this whole pie. That's Eon right now. He's not like, mouth's all greasy with pepperoni grease. Eon's mouth is all slicked up with that pepperoni grease. He's loving this Keyshawn Meat Lovers pie. Nah, see, that's something I absolutely disagree with. Erox. When you're at a professional level, at that level, when you're like contender level, taking time off does not give ring rust. That's so much bullshit. Especially because you have to understand, these guys, just because they haven't fought, doesn't mean they haven't been in the gym. Now, if he hasn't stepped in a gym at all, okay. If he hasn't stepped in the gym at all, not even worked out, fine. But that's never the case. People, that's such a misconception. I say this all the time. Nobody fucking remembers it. Greatest welter got to be Boots. So we got so many now. Mason has a fight in June. Yeah, not against what's-his-face. So when Keyshawn stops Dos Santos, will that sway the argument that Keyshawn is better than Shakur? Yeah, it'll definitely help the argument. But then you go with the triangle theory. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because one guy beats one guy, another guy. But yes, it'll definitely support the argument. I don't say it'll tip it over the edge. I honestly see Sean going far in the fight game. Hey man, it's possible. He threw less punches as Shakur, who threw like 100 punches. Bro, not beating Key. Eon, I had them send extra napkins and wet wipes with your Keyshawn Meat Lovers pizza. I know you're already done with the whole pie. Keyshawn opened the box. He folded the whole pie. Went like this. And yeah, it's just the pepperoni and the ham, all that meat grease all over his mouth. It's everywhere. So that's why I sent you extra napkins and some wet wipes, Eon. Wipe up. Just wipe up. Because eating all that Keyshawn Meat Lovers pie, it gets messy. You know what I'm saying? Drips all over your mouth, chin, everything. And cleanliness is next to godliness. And you're my man. I care about you. I want you to be clean after all that meat eating. That's the first time I've ever embraced the whole meat riding thing. I think it's actually kind of funny. I just don't get the Keyshawn hate. He just looks mediocre to me. Everything he does looks good. Maybe even very good, but not excellent. Simple. Keyshawn is a league better than Shakur. I mean, that I don't see. But again, they both need to prove themselves more. Keyshawn gave a tough fight to Shakur because his style is not aggressive. Yeah, and that's why it's going to be a hard fight for Keyshawn. Thank you for my ticket. Oh, so nice. So nice. Marco, you're a loser. That's the best you got? After I did that whole act out about you having pepperoni grease dripping, you just call me a loser? It could be a little
Loser.
creative than that. Marco going, no, I'm just saying, Erox, you started it. You told me to order him the meat lovers, and I was like, yeah, he seems starving right now for some Keyshawn meat lover. Like he really wanted to eat some Keyshawn meat lovers pizza.
What did I just walk into?
Eon was real hungry. He just ravaged a whole Keyshawn meat lovers pie. He greased all
Shout
over his
out to
hands, his
Eon.
chin, everywhere. It was on his sheets. It was
Maybe I should get out and come back in a little bit later. How about that?
Nah, Eon's done. He's done. He gobbled it down. So he's done. He finished eating.
What up, chat? What up, Marco?
What's up? So inactivity leads to battle ready, off timing, nothing like real boxing, not sparring, ring rust. Let me ask you a question, Bailey. How the fuck do you know? You ever boxed? How the fuck would I've done it? How the fuck would you see? This is one of those instances where I don't like calling out if people have fought or not, right? Because it doesn't always matter if you fought. This is an instance where it does matter. Of course, ring rust can be mentally real sometimes, right? Sometimes people can hype themselves up. So in that aspect, okay, maybe. But in general, staying away from the ring, even taking a little break, that can actually benefit you. Your body, definitely your body. Mentally, it depends on your psyche, but your body for sure. Less tension on your joints, on your hands, whatever. Taking less blows, less neurological, all of it. But look, I know that's not everybody agrees with that. So by no means is what I'm saying 1,000%. But for what I've experienced and what I've seen, but it is all individual on the person, so that's true too. Gianni, what's going on, Gianni?
Chilling. What's up, man? What's going on, man? What's going on, chat?
Keyshawn is more entertaining than Shakur. I agree with that.
Oh, absolutely.
Billy
I am
Joe,
here, man.
Jim Bob. Your worst heartbreak fight, not including deaths. Oh, come on. You know the answer to my worst heart. I'll give you a hint.
I must have forgot.
Tarver Roy 2.
Tarver?
Oh, well, and Tyson Douglas, I cried, but I think Roy hurt me worse.
That's a good one by Billy Joe because that was one of mine actually. Trinidad, and that loss, man. I took that one rough. I ain't gonna lie. I was a big Trinidad fan.
How could you be mediocre, live do everything good? I just said he is very good fighter, not excellent. That's how I see him. I think he does everything very good. I don't think he's excellent at anything. But again, I need to see more. Johnny flexing the hairline. Oh yeah, he is. Fuck off.
What's up, Attorney Bailey? What up? You already know.
With a large hater. Yeah, I got a Texas size haterade. That's a fact.
Oh boy. I definitely walked on at the right time.
Needs to stay away from Keyshawn. Oh man. Hey, what's up, Low?
Low knows boxing. What's going on, Dave?
Low doesn't know anything before 1990. After in the 80s, 70s, Low doesn't know shit. Nothing. He doesn't even know about Rocky because Low's from Philly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fucking with him. He's kind of from Philly, but he's kind of not.
Is he from Philly?
He's a weird one. Like he sounds like he's from our hood, right?
I would have thought he grew up in New York City.
He said both, and he never specified, which makes me believe that he grew up more in Philly. Because when I asked him certain shit about high school and everything, he's like, "Well, I think it was both, and I think a little bit more in Philly, but I think he would come back and forth." But am I wrong, Lo? Was it mostly in Philly when you were younger?
Lo, where do you live at now?
He lives in Chelsea, I believe, in Manhattan.
Oh,
that's where he grew up, between Chelsea, he said, and because I went to high school in Chelsea, and I remember asking him, he was like, "Oh, like I remember, I could be wrong, but I remember him kind of saying like he wasn't really in the city that much. He was more in Philly back then." What up, Chilled Garcia? Too much meat lover talk. Hey man, it was E-Rock who started it.
I don't know what the hell I just walked into.
Barred hundreds of rounds. I told you, been in several gyms. Well, again, then my friend, my astute esquire of a friend, then you wouldn't know because you didn't have any fights. We're talking about ring rust for fights. I will give Keyshawn this. He is staying active. Word. 7th grade. I've been in the gym since, I believe, 8th. Almost the same thing. Mason gonna. Oh shit! Look who it is, everybody. The man. The man.
Shane.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
Why do you play that every time Shane comes on?
Because fucking look at him. Just take a good gander, and every time you look at him, he has his own soundtrack. What's up, Shane?
What up, Shane, my man? The GOAT. Roy
Y'all must
Jones?
have forgot,
I don't know who Roy
forgot,
Jones is.
forgot.
Name him. I don't know who Roy Jones is. Who's that?
Roy Jones. That's
Roy Jones.
it's Roy's stepbrother. Marco, even at this age, my hands are scary. Oh, shit.
Tell him, baby. Tell him. Tell
Guess
him.
what? Me too. So I believe you because I'm the same way. I totally believe it. I totally believe that. I was at a wing spot when Roy got knocked out. I didn't even eat the wings. Goof. You know what? That's why you won the fucking gloves. Scooter won these gloves. Well, he had one entry, and he trumped these dudes with like 5-6 entries each.
Did he win the gloves?
Yeah, he won them. He won them this morning.
Shit.
It was
Nice.
a
Okay.
pathetic chat this morning. Not the people, but it was like 9 people. So it was dead this morning for some reason. Manhattan, Chelsea. Ain't no damn Chelsea. You said you grew up in Philly. I was like, what high school? You were like, North Philadelphia Prep? I was like, get the fuck out of here with that. Nah, he didn't say that, but something for you. Hey, John, did you see Riyadh Grand Prix? I didn't. Did you watch it? I didn't watch it.
On and off. I had it on in the background. I was working. A lot of people that I didn't know, but a lot of good competitive fights, Marco. A lot of good competitive fights. Yes. I can't wait to see tomorrow.
I don't know much about Dick Tiger. I know a lot about Duran, and I know that Duran is arguably overrated. Arguably. Who did he fight at lightweight?
That is
arguably.
Wow. You're one of the very few people that I know that would say that.
Mamoon, why the fuck would you ask that? That's insensitive. And no, Shane's not losing here. The Blue Oyster. Scooter knows. Scooter knows. That's Shane's shit. Shane starts like dancing with maracas when he hears that. Not true, bro. Following boxing for years, watched thousands of fights, but how would you know about ring rust? Because I had amateur fights and pro fights. So I know what it's like to not fight and then fight. I know what it's like to not fight for a year or two even in an actual fight. What you mean? Look, Bailey, I know you're a what's the word? You're a proud man. You seem, but you're wrong in this one. You are absolutely, if you've never had a fight, you're not qualified to talk about ring rust for fights. That's just, and no disrespect, it's just the truth. It's like I can't talk about baseball because I never fucking played it. Just saying. Well, why you ain't asked Shane Mamoon? That's a great question, Eon.
Mamoon.
Jersey Bob.
Jersey Bob, what up?
Yeah. Oh, so that was your biggest one, Mosley?
Yeah, that was another upset. I remember that. Keyshawn or Santos?
I got Santos. What you got? You got Keyshawn?
Oh, wait, he's coming off a 19. What? Here we go. You talk about ring rust. Why would you pick?
That's what started the conversation. That's exactly what started it. Yeah.
Okay. No, 19 months and a blood clot in his foot and a shoulder injury that I found out about. Nah.
Okay, well, blood clot in the foot and shoulder, that's a whole different story. I didn't know about that. But what I was saying was ring rust it's not always a thing, especially when fighters are in the gym and staying sharp. When you're at that level, there is a huge portion of fighting that's like riding a bike kind of thing. Now, if you're out of the gym completely, okay.
Now, I will tell you, De Los Santos could crack. He can crack.
and he's not going to walk right at Keyshawn like Lemos with his fucking just with his hands like this, not moving his
He's
head.
a much more smarter fighter. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
absolutely.
and he
I agree.
punches. Is he a southpaw? I forget. I think he is.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah,
southpaw.
oh, forget
Boxing.
about
What up? What up? What up?
Forget about it. Forget about it. I wish I bet, because I bet all you punks.
Cal Mempo. I know it's called MPO, but I call him Cal Mempo.
What up, MPO?
What up?
What up, Marcus? Dirty Jersey in the house.
Yo, shout out to y'all that was in the chat in my show too earlier, man. We were cooking, Marco.
Oh, word? That's
Yeah,
good.
I had a prospect, man. 5-0.
Soup.
King Cam.
King Cam.
Cam Walker. His father jumped on. I mean, it was a phenomenal interview, man. His family came out. They showed me a lot of love, man. I mean, it was dope. It was
That's
dope.
good. Good for you. Did I see
Johnny
Joey's?
Bagworth?
The one you already showed us, right?
Tell him.
Is that the one you already showed?
I
there's
probably
more?
sent that to you. Did I not show that to you?
Well, I played something on here with you.
Today?
No, like a few days ago. Is that the same one, or is this a different one?
Yeah, that's got to be the same one. But did you see the shadow boxing?
Yeah, I saw the shadow boxing. Yeah,
Did you show the shadow boxing?
You sent, yeah, you were right here. Senor, man, you're starting to get that. You punchy. I think you're
I
punchy.
don't remember.
Yeah, we did it. You sent them both. When's the next raffle? Well, the next raffle is for the Mike Tyson autographed gloves. They're not even here yet, but they should be here. They're supposed to come today, but I just got a UPS notification they're coming tomorrow. But I will have those here. And I mean, we already have raffles for the Mike Tyson autographed glove. We already have, well, almost a little like eight to 10 of them. So people are already entering without it even here yet. So you can enter.
Why are those gloves behind you and not in the mail right now?
We just did it this morning or this afternoon. So, and I'm waiting on the winner. He actually just came in this room. He hasn't even sent me his email, his address.
Oh, well, hey, guys, you got to get that address in.
Oh,
you want those gloves?
He sent it to me. Virginia Beach. Yeah, so I'll get those out to him probably tomorrow. Boxrec has Dos Santos is inactive. How the fuck is he getting a title shot after the loss? Because he did so well against Shakur, I believe. Like it was a close fight.
Welcome to the world of boxing in the year 2025.
Shane isn't losing his hair. And why are you so fucking infatuated with hair loss? Weird. Nigerian Nightmare. What up, blood?
What's going on, my brother?
Blood. Has Troy been coming in TBV? I kind of miss talking to Troy.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Keyshawn can stop him. Absolutely.
Does the man mean the Klitschko's sucked or were overrated? Does that mean the Klitschko's? Why are we talking about the Klitschko's? I'm very confused.
What were you talking about? Heavyweights earlier?
No.
Before I jumped on?
No. Different.
I don't know. The Klitschko's obviously will go down as, it's you can't help what era you fight in. I'll just leave it at that.
Man, he has his matter of fact, all your siblings, Shane has, what was it, 7 of them or something like that? And they all, well, two girls, but all the boys have their hair. None of them losing their hair as of yet. And they're all in their 40s. Fuckers. And his uncles on his mother's side were all bald as fuck. His mother, they always say it's the mother's side. His mother's side's bald as shit. And all these fucking pieces of shit have all their hair. Annoying. We don't have to bet money, Marco. We can bet something else. Ew.
What?
Ew. I don't know what kind of time you're on, Eon.
Bruh.
Ain't betting anything.
Bruh.
Wow, put your freak flag away. King Cam.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man, they came out for him, man. My show was lit. My show was lit today, man.
Tell Najee Lopez hello and ask him about me.
I will. I'm probably going to see him next week, if not definitely the week after.
Yeah, $10, Jesse. $10 to, as you know, this cash app there or the PayPal there, and just specify. I mean, there's only one raffle active now, but just anyway, put your name and put Tyson. It's Mike Tyson signed autograph glove with a card, some kind of authenticity card comes with it. What is good? Nigeria. All right, where are we going?
What up?
Marco used to joke that I was going to go bald. I thought you were. Oh, Karma, go fuck yourself.
I love it.
I thought he was
like
because his
that.
uncles were bald as fuck. I'm like, that's Christmas. That's a ghost of Christmas future right there. Didn't happen.
Karma's a bitch. Karma is a bitch.
Yeah. Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah,
Mm.
you might have a point because there were,
Mm.
and I say that Roy Jones too, Billy Joe Bob, Jim Bob, Pooey. Roy Jones too. He beat everybody, and besides Hopkins and Tony, who, by the way, that just beating Hopkins and Tony easily is a feat that nobody's done. But there wasn't a lot of competition in Roy Jones's era, so I
Yeah.
don't. So you're right about Duran. If Duran went through everybody at 35 at that time, we got a cash out. Who's this?
I mean, a lot of people consider Duran the best lightweight ever, Marco.
Yeah, I know. Jesse, I got you. You're in. Aguilar. Boom. You're in, my brother. Yeah, they do. They do. Over Purnell, nah. Purnell would have waxed him.
So you consider Purnell a career lightweight?
No, but there's nobody, and I've talked about this. There is nobody who's ever been a career lightweight or a career welterweight. None of them. They've all fluctuated, or between light, welter, or middle, whatever. All of them. The only time you ever see a fighter not go up in weight is usually either light heavyweights sometimes, and obviously heavyweights. But no, they all fluctuate. So it's so hard to lock down a career one weight division fighter. They've all, and it's all the same thing. Early on, they're beasts, right? The lighter weight, and then when they get older, they get a little heavier, and then they usually lose a little bit of punching power, but they're way more, they're smarter. Yeah. It's a story as old as time.
No, that's true. That's true. Hey, Attorney Bailey, does he know you as Attorney Bailey? So if I say, yo, Najee, Attorney Bailey, he'll know you as that?
Or you Biggie song? You ever hear my Biggie song? Me and Big did a track.
No.
You never heard the Me and Big track?
No, I don't know if I've heard that.
Recorded.
Unless you played it on TBV.
He played it once. That punk bitch ass. Nah, but they played it once, I believe, maybe twice. Maybe I'll play it. You guys want to hear the me rhyming with Big? I'll play it. Where you going, Eon? You got the itis. You ate that big meat lovers pizza, and now you're sleepy. You're sleepy. Okay, that happens when you eat a lot of meat.
This is nasty.
I'm sorry, Eon. You know you're my man. I'm just joking. I'm just in a, I don't know, I think it's funny. For some reason, that's funny to me right now.
Mamoon, 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, and Billy though, you're totally right. It's the same thing. Klitschko had nobody, but he still, when holding a title for 9 years is still, even when there's no big names in your path, that's still super impressive. Good night. No, yawn.
Who has a better resume, Tank or Haney? Haney. Yeah.
I mean, he lost. Arguably lost to Loma and Orion, but still better.
Haney is more accomplished. He's been undisputed. Tank's never been undisputed.
I'm not biased against non-American fighters. You kidding? My second favorite or second or third favorite fighter of all time is from England. What you talking about? Did someone win the Tyson gloves? Yep. Scooter. Oh no, Tyson we didn't do yet. Clarissa, why you want to join? We didn't auction those all. Now the auction is
Clarissa. Clarissa was in my chat. I saw it later on.
I'm lighting up the room like the Statue of Liberty. I don't know what that means. Nigerian Nightmare. Marco, we're in the studio with Big. Yep, I was. Well, no, not really with Big, but
smash them like buttons, man.
Oh, he represented Najee and his brother, Atlanta attorney.
I got you. Okay.
Bigger fight made today, Core versus. Yeah, I'm excited for that one.
What was that? Say that again.
He said bigger fight made today, Core Zepeda or Chavez Paul. Core Zepeda for real boxing fans, because
when
Chavez,
was that? That was announced today.
Yeah. Jake Paul versus Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
Jake Paul against Chavez, I know, but Shakur and Zepeda. Shout out to you, Dave.
Yeah, they
Appreciate you.
said
That was
that.
announced today officially, or they're saying
They
that that's
said
because they've
that.
said that fight's gonna happen forever.
No, they said that somebody tweeted it, or somebody like that. If he's tweeting it, it's real. I forget who they said, so it seems like it's
Oh,
official.
is it Mike Coppinger?
I don't. No, somebody else. It was like one of the promoters or something.
And I don't believe it.
I was in the studio. Johnny, you be boxing. What?
On the down low. Official, but from who, David? Because I did it just get announced?
La
while I was
Hoya.
on my show or
Oscar said it.
something?
It was Oscar, yeah.
Oh.
And Shakur. I mean, Oscar says a lot of things, but
Well, I mean, if Shakur said it, then more than likely, I mean, these guys, salute to you, David. I appreciate you, brother. If you were in my show, salute. I don't know if you were. You weren't. The chat was crazy. I couldn't even pay attention to it. There was so many people, but salute to you, brother. Yeah, man, that's a fight that's been brewing forever. I'm hoping that that's official, man. I've been wanting to see that fight.
word up.
Okay.
Word
So
up.
okay. That's
I
what's
think
up.
I think Shakur's gonna have his way with him. Jake Paul fighting Chavez Sr. would be a better fight. Najee was beating up Thurman.
That's good. I like that, Jersey Bob.
The Ring reported it as well.
Okay, so I believe it. All right, cool, man. Yeah, I'm excited about that. Well, Shakur's wanted that fight. I mean, they wanted to make that fight. Hopefully, yeah.
Yep.
Nothing happens this time.
Yep. Yeah, that's
Right,
right.
Marco, that fight was supposed to happen last year. It was
I
supposed to
remember
happen
hearing
last
that,
year, if
but-
I'm not mistaken. I believe in November, but then Shakur pulled out because of brittle hand injury. If I'm not mistaken. Or was it Zepeda that pulled out? It might have been Zepeda. I might be wrong. It might have been Zepeda. Chat, help me out here.
Don't know, sir.
I think this was Zepeda.
Yes, my guy. We were there supporting for a bit. It was dead
Appreciate it.
earlier today, man. I even Shakur is going to have his way. Schultz would have his way with Kendrick. You got to bring up Schultz. I got to bring him up. Great show, Gianni.
Appreciate you, man. I enjoyed it. It was a great show, man. Great
Nice to
show,
meet you.
great interview. The pops jumped on. It was dope. It was dope, man. A lot of people showed me love. It was dope. Appreciate you, Nigerian Nightmare. For rocking out.
Got the bag of cocaine.
Cocaina.
If
It was Zepeda, right?
pulled out, he had a newborn daughter.
That's what it was.
Shakur
Yes.
pulled out of the Cordina fight in December
Yes.
with a hand injury.
That's what it was. I confused it. Shakur pulled out of the Cordina, but Zepeda pulled out of the Shakur fight. Okay. So everybody pulled out.
Schofield will not recover
I don't
from
know how that
last
sounded, but
experience.
Marco, everybody pulled out.
Ooh. Ooh. Schofield will not recover from the last experience. Career ended before it began. Oh, what you mean? What experience? From pulling out
that
of.
whole shit that went in Saudi Arabia where he's saying he was poisoned or whatever.
Why
I guess
would he not
that's what
recover
AB
from
is
that?
talking about. I'm gonna start calling you AB, Attorney Bailey.
I just call him Bailey. Bailey, please elaborate. Why would he not recover? Do you mean recover mentally? What do you mean exactly? Zepeda was making mad excuses. Panda did not want the fight.
I don't think that they feel that they can win that fight.
Hmm.
I firmly believe that. I've been said it. If they fight, I think Shakur cooks him, bro. Can't hurt what you can't hit. That's how I look at it.
Yep, that's true.
But I do want to see it. So I'm glad that hopefully this time it falls through. But I won't believe it until I see him in the press conference.
Yeah, that was a weird, and nothing ever came out, if I'm not mistaken. I remember his dad was like, "Oh, we're waiting for the labs, blah blah blah," and nothing was ever released.
They just had him on, and they're still talking about that and the fact that they want $2.5 million to fight Mason, but they'll be willing to take less. I don't know what the hell's going on.
I think it was a dehydration. I think he was trying to cut weight and he passed out. That's what I think happened.
It could be.
Simple.
Man, but they went
they don't
above
want to
and
admit
beyond.
that. Huh?
If that's the case, Marco, they went above and beyond. Fucking trying to show videos of this guy or pictures of this guy with tubes and shit out of his mouth.
No,
Like,
but
that's crazy.
if you're that dehydrated, you could pass out and they could put fluids in you. That happens. That's not the biggest. I think either they didn't realize, because some people are paranoid. It'll be clearly like dehydration, but then some people are like, nah, and some people, it's not always premeditated, preconceived. It's always sometimes it's a subconscious. He really believes that it wasn't dehydration, even though and there's no way for you to test dehydration. You can't test somebody's water levels. You know what I mean? Maybe there's certain things that are indicative of dehydration, but I don't think there's any way to 1,000% test it. But I could be
That's a
wrong.
great question, David.
I hear people call him Auntie.
I want to see that fight. I think that would be a really good fight. That'd be very, very intriguing. That's a huge step up, Phil, for
Bailey's name dropping. Bailey's name dropping.
What?
K9, Tim Bradley. He's name dropping.
Nah, I didn't collab. I'm just saying. I like AB. I like AB better for you, man.
You're very low in Zepeda. He didn't look great his last fight.
So am I. Mo Brains. Shout out to you. I'm not overly impressed. I guess I'm not one of those guys. I'm not riding the Zepeda train.
Schofield lost.
He lost a lot of people. He lost a lot of people.
Why did he lose you as a fan, Mo? Talk to me. Why?
Marco, this is the second time that this guy pulled out of a fight because of crazy shit.
I want to know what he says.
Pulled out the Lucas body. Well, he's not here, so I'm speaking for him.
No. I'm saying Mo. I want to know why Mo said that. Why Mo doesn't like it. I'm curious if that's what he doesn't like. What do you both think of Schofield and all of the crazy stories? Okay.
I'll let you go first.
I just said it. I don't know if it's subconscious or if it's real. It was weird, and then there's another factor that we have to consider these days. People sometimes do shit just to promote themselves, like the shit that Tio says, and you know what I mean? Maybe a part of it he's acting crazy to just keep his name relevant. I don't know.
I think exactly what you say, Jersey Bob. It's crazy. It's crazy, and it's personally for me, it's not a good look. It's just not a good look. I'm sorry. This is where there's smoke, there's fire. I'll just leave it at that. Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah, I'll agree. It's definitely not a good thing. Even if it's unconscious, even if it's it's still, then there's a screw loose, or if it's conscious, then it's just kind of like, Marco, did you interview Scott? Yeah, I did. I interviewed him like 2 days after the whole thing. Basically, if you can get dropped by Farmer, you are not beating Shakur. Farmer dropped him? I forgot. Yeah, he did, huh?
The first fight.
That fight didn't go past 6 for either guy. But something tells me Auntie would pull a Roger Mayweather and storm the ring. I don't know. He's from.
David, you talking about Floyd Sr.? You call him Auntie?
Everybody, you never heard that before? That's what they call him because of his long hair. Where he's from originally? Where he grew up? Senior?
Oh, gotta
Floyd
be somewhere in New York.
What'd you say?
Gotta be somewhere. Did he grow up in New York?
Why'd you say gotta be? What makes you think it's New York?
I don't know. He just comes across as a dude that maybe grew up on the Lower East Side or something like that.
Brooklyn. You're right. To me, he didn't. Yeah. Plus, it threw me off because his son's name is Kid Austin, Texas. So I would have never thought in a million years.
Well, they live in Texas now.
No, the kid grew up in Texas, but which obviously doesn't mean that it's that. But
yeah, I kind of when I first started hearing Auntie, I guess you guys call him Auntie. I actually I knew he was a New Yorker. What was that?
I did. And he's from. He even said the projects he grew up in. Last time I was on with him.
Yeah, I can believe that. Yeah, I can believe that.
Hope Garcia gets to put on a stretcher. Hope Garcia gets put on a stretcher. Damn.
Ryan Garcia, you talking about?
I would assume. Good thing that he did not have tubes up his backside to make a point with that pick. Ew.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy, man. It was absolutely crazy. And again, a lot of question marks. You don't know what the hell happened. Then they're saying shit. Then they're saying they couldn't say shit. It's just a lot of noise there.
Yeah.
Too much noise for me.
I think Schofield regressed a lot his last 2 fights, and his antics and fabrications in the last fight spoiled the goodwill I had for him. I'm not mad, just disappointed. Okay. But yet, let me ask you this, though, Mo. Fine. But what if a lot of that was orchestrated by the ringleader, which isn't his father? What if Floyd doesn't have anything to do, like, has very little to do with it? You give him a little slack? Like, you could, like, a lot of people don't like Haney's pops, but like Haney.
Yeah, I actually like Floyd, man. Floyd Jr. Kid
He's
Austin. I
cool.
actually like him, man.
I
do.
interviewed him, and I might have the distinction for being the only person to have an interview. His dad wasn't in the interview at all. Just at the very end, he sat down, but we were already done. So I got him by himself.
How the fuck did you pull that off?
I didn't do it. He just wasn't there. I guess his dad was taking a dump or something.
He said,
Nah,
"Take it,
bro.
go."
I mean,
How long
know
was the
what I'm saying?
interview?
It was like 15, 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
20
then he was
minutes,
taking-
maybe even
I thought
longer.
you were gonna
20
say
or 30 minutes.
you were on for an hour and he jumped on the last 5 minutes. That's impossible. He doesn't
No, bro.
even let him talk.
Well, I know. I've interviewed him a few times, and this one, it was just me and Floyd. And Floyd's so likable, like Junior. So likable.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. He is.
No, bro, his father said that Shakur shook Schofield in sparring. Schofield admitted it. That was his heart. Shakur shook Schofield in okay. Yeah, I've heard that too, actually. Easy there, Casey. Oh, shit. What up, Kobe? That would be a good fight. I mean, Charlo said he's back, right? He didn't. Is he the one? No, Jamal is fighting on.
Kobe,
Caleb
you talking
Plant.
about at 154 that fight? Because Jamel is at 154. So you talking about Boots going up to 154, not unifying or not unifying. He's already unified and not trying to go for undisputed at 147. Is that what you're talking about?
It seems so. Floyd Mayweather is the greatest welterweight. Also, what do you guys think about Eubank versus Ben? I've said this 1,000 times, and you can answer after me, Johnny, but I think Eubank is just too big. I think it's going to be a bit of a mismatch. What about you?
I'm going with Eubank as well. Yeah, I'm going with Eubank as well in that fight. And I like it. I love fights where there's hostility between both guys. I love it. So, yes.
Eubank's father is off the chain.
You saw that?
Mentally off the chain. Yeah, he's like so much hate in his eyes and his voice for his own kid. It's crazy.
It's the way Eubank Jr. carries himself. He's very, very arrogant, and you can tell that there's some people that you can tell it's a fix for the camera, right? Trying to promote. There's just some people that you could tell are just like that. I think Eubank is just like that.
Let me see.
Like it doesn't come across, Marco, correct me if I'm wrong, it doesn't come across as fake. That shit comes across as just genuine. The egg shit was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that was something. I mean, Eubank is Jesus, I got you, man. You're in the Tyson raffle. You have been.
AB says Schofield softer than Charmin. Hey, listen, man, we live in a world of perception, right? And if it looks that way, maybe it's that way. I actually like Floyd Jr. I've liked him before this whole crap with the whole pulling out of fight. I don't know what to make of it, man. We got to see this guy back in the ring.
Quinn, yes, a lot of people in the chat were just saying, which maybe didn't say it as blatant as you did, but that's what they were kind of saying.
But Quinn, I think it's more senior. Do you think it's Floyd Jr.? I think it's more senior than junior.
Yeah, it's definitely senior. And yeah, no, that's absolutely, that's what I was just saying before. Like, people should give him a break. It's his fucking father. Like, yeah, he's an adult and blah, 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 but he's like, the father has a stranglehold on that family dynamic.
Yeah.
That's the way it is. Eubank Sr.'s voice. Yeah, I've always said that. He's like, I will not be a part of this crazy, stupid, throwing the egg in his face. Who taught you that, son? It is not me. And all the teeth are always touching and spitting everywhere.
Yeah.
Harlem World. Yeah, that's a good point, Harlem. And that's what his father said before he started. Eubank Sr. the other day was like, oh, he's going to be drained and you can get hurt. He actually said that.
It's a good point. Like, Eubank Sr. didn't want him to take that fight, right?
I know he didn't. That's what I'm saying. He just said he's against it. He was like, my position is to protect my son. You know what I'm saying? He was like, that's what's I care about. But then he went from that to like, you're a disgrace. Nah, he sounds a little. He does. I always thought that. There's a few that I've always thought that. Him, I won't front. Oscar, for sure, sounds a little. Oscar's voice is a little bit.
It was actually worse when he was younger.
Yeah.
I just wanted to knock him out.
He's like, I just wanted to knock him out.
He was just annoying me. Like I just
he's annoying.
Oh, nasty work, y'all. Nasty work. This is how we doing it up here.
That wasn't me, Mo. That was Johnny. Johnny started it.
Not me. You started it.
Love the tag team. Ew. Oh.
Nasty.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
Hitchens, another soft fighter, saw something. No, it's called Tourette's. The motherfucker was having Tourette twitches. Like, that's what I think it was. Floyd is a woman beater. Floyd Sr., yep. That's a fact. There's video proof of that.
No, I think he's talking about Floyd Jr. Floyd Mayweather. No?
No, we're talking about Schofield's. And you never saw the video.
Floyd. Yeah. There's video of that. Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. Eubank Sr.'s scum of a dad. Yeah, I'm with you. Like,
hey, listen, man, there's two sides to every story, man. You know, it's not a good look, but you never know, man. I mean, Eubank Jr. is an arrogant.
Fuck that.
Guy.
I don't know how you parent. You have kids, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I don't know how you parent, but I'll say one thing. Even if your kid fucked up.
Even if your son tells you to go F yourself.
If you have issues.
F you and
this. Don't go on the cameras and do
well, you don't do the camera.
Behind closed doors.
Yeah, that I do agree with.
And like the hate. It was the hate in his eyes. I can understand being upset or disappointed, but he looked like fucking hated his fucking son.
Yeah, but to me, looking at that and hearing that, that's years of just piling up, culmination of shit. That's what I think. That's what I think.
I look at the other side of it, which is Chris Eubank Sr.'s, basically lifelong battle with mental issues, and I think he's just off his rocker a little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
Marco, who talks funnier, Eubank or Auntie? Eubank. By far.
You think?
Yeah, I do.
I don't know. I think it's Floyd Sr.
Nah, who's fruitier sounding? Nah.
Yeah.
I don't think Floyd Sr. sounds real fruity.
You hear that, chat? You need to put a poll up for this one.
I'm definitely not putting that poll up. That's a bad look for the channel. You think Sr. put a guy in a coma, that's why. That's not the only reason.
You didn't, Marco, you didn't even hesitate. You said, I'm definitely not putting that one up.
Nah, that's not happening. Zesty. He does sound zesty.
That's hilarious. I mean, he doesn't have to word it that way.
That's why they call Eubank Auntie, too. The long hair and some people. I don't think he's feminine, but I mean, I guess I see what some of you guys say. I do see it. I don't think I'm not like, what are you talking about? Like, I see it. But to me, it doesn't stand out nearly as much as Eubank.
Listen, you know what would never flag? You put Ani and Eubank Sr., who is more Police Academy. They'll never catch on.
You're right.
What's the name of the place? Who's
Blue Oyster Bar? You're right, Bailey.
Who's more Blue Oyster? They'll never catch on.
You're right, Bailey. I'm not saying he's not intelligent. I'm just saying he sounds a little like he bakes cakes.
I vote for Floyd Sr., by the way, guys, if we did a poll.
Where you going?
Yeah, where you going? We're just getting started.
Robinson is the greatest welterweight.
I'm assuming you're saying Sugar Ray Robinson?
Marco says, ew, and his eyebrows disappear. Ew. Oh, yeah, they do. That's because I got...
Now you're going to start making me pay attention to that.
I got deep set eyes, so... Yeah, that's true. Oh, you just know everything about me. Marco just fire ass flat top fade. He had a reverse. He was balding, so the flat top was going this way, like that. It was like a reverse, like introverted Gumby. It was like a fucked up Gumby. Read the last comment. I said Hitchinson does not have Tourette's. Yeah, he does. Wait, isn't that the guy who just fought with Tourette's? Or am I Farmer?
That's a Farmer. I was wondering why you said Richardson. Richard.
Yeah, and I made a mistake.
It's actually not Hitchinson's.
Oscar is
Richardson Hitchens.
Hitchens. Oscar isn't gay, but he looks
Everybody
bad in
always
those
says that.
fishnets. I mean, okay. If you like, that's your kind of thing, Cope. Yeah,
Okay.
he had Connor shit had me crying. I mean, good promotion.
That shit, that shit
But you have to
was.
understand something. Chris Eubank looks at the whole steroid thing as a serious disrespect and threat on his life. He really believes this motherfucker who was signed to fight me was taking steroids. That's the ultimate cheating. So I have no respect for you because you fucking cheated. You're trying to, and technically tried to kill me. You know, like some people look at that as battery and assault. So, and I get it. Like if I thought somebody was cheating purposely when they're training, when we're about to fight, I'd be fucking mad too. Floyd Sr. sounds so fruity. Edible arrangements delivered to his speeches. Not
I
bad.
agree. I'm sorry.
Why Eubank Sr. wear a badge? I was just wondering that, Mamoon. Marco, you might want to get rid of this tutti fruity talk. ESPN's not watching, unfortunately, but you know,
They might be.
well, maybe. Marco Eubank Sr. would F me up though. Nah, too old. In prime for prime, yeah, he would fuck me up, but not now. I don't think. Actually, maybe. What the fuck is this shit, MPO? What do you got here? Let me clap on. Click.
That's the. What is that? I gotta hear that.
Oh, some shit from somebody else. I don't want to play it. Something about Schofield. Probably just talking, sounding zesty, I assume. Oscar likes the thumbs up a little too much. Oh. Oscar made a music video. That music video. Talk about fruity. Wow. It was more corny, not even fruity. It was like a soap opera Latino, but it was so cheesy, but also was the 90s, so I don't know. It's getting really.
Whoa. Was that last one? Is that I'm with Johnny? What?
Only Haney. What? Johnny? I don't know.
You just skipped over it. There you go.
I'm with Johnny. Auntie Schofield definitely sounds like he uses an easy bake oven. I had an easy bake oven when I was a kid.
Easy bake. You had an easy bake oven?
I did. And when I went to buy it, I remember the dude at the store was like, "That's for girls." I'm like, I don't know who it's for, but I just want to make cookies because I love chocolate chip cookies. Like, I didn't give a fuck about any of that. Ring Mag saying Shakur.
What do you guys think about what just Marco just said? I just want y'all to chat at that in the comments.
They're watching you, Marco. This is a major channel. I wish. My brother walked in me watching it. He thought I was gay. What's up, Josue? If it was the 90s, he gets a pass. It was.
There you go.
Boxing dads are toxic. That's a fact. Jose Benavidez' dad, though, is not. Benavidez' dad is one of the. He's not toxic at all.
Oh, I love that. Jose Benavidez Sr.?
Yeah. Schofield looks like he's
great dude. Great dude.
That's fucked up, Clarissa.
You've interviewed him, right, Marco?
Yes.
Yeah. So have I.
Still have that easy bake oven? No. I gave it to your mom's after I banged her out. I was like, here you go.
This is
Present for you. When I'm done, I want hot cookies in my plate. After I give you some cookies, I want you to bake me some cookies.
Shane, how do you tolerate this shit, Shane?
Now, I would not do that with anybody else but Shane because we're like real friends in real life. That would be too far with anybody else.
That was actually I used to do shit like that with my boys and stuff like that too. So that's why I'm laughing.
ESPN +1, a lot of fruity talk, Marcos. This is going to corporate. Yeah, that's Mamoon, obviously.
That's what's up, man.
Boots beating Stanionis made him the GOAT. I'm just saying. Shane stole Marco's lunch money. Mom jokes. How old are you? 48. How old are you?
Old. I grew up in an era of mom jokes.
When are we raffling the Easy Bake Oven? I should raffle an Easy Bake Oven. That'd be hilarious.
That's
Bosey's
classic,
the
bro.
best. Yeah, Bosey's a gangster motherfucker. Marco, did you play with Barbie dolls? No, I didn't play with Barbie dolls. Marco, do you have retro toy behind you? Have a retro Easy Bake? I don't. I wonder if they. You think? I'm sure there's a working Easy Bake Oven on eBay, right? There has to be.
I don't know. Check out. Yeah, probably. That's crazy though.
Hold it down for me 1 second.
Yeah. The chat's cooking, man. You guys are funny. Make sure if you guys haven't subscribed to the Hangout Spot, you subscribe, man. Tonight we had a banging interview, man. This is how we do it up. 9 o'clock. So I go right before Marco. So you guys can come on, support me, and then you can come on and support Marco. We all support each other. I come on. This is gonna be the way it is going forward, man. So make sure you guys subscribe. I can't pull up chats. Wish I could. It's some good ones. Yeah, the bake oven thing was nasty work. Like that's some shit that no, I'm not Shane, I'm not on every night at 9 p.m. 3 nights, 4 nights a week sometimes, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, interviews. I used to do 2 nights, Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I'm going to 3 nights, possibly 4.
What I miss?
9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time before Marco. So it's me, and then you get Marco. Right?
That is, what do they call that? The programming? Primetime programming?
Did that shit, this is how we do it up. This is how we do it up. Me, Marco, back to back.
Johnny, you live every day, Johnny. I'm gonna start coming on.
Not every day, but I'm possibly thinking about going every day. Right now, I'm 3 times a week: Tuesdays, Thursdays, and I'm Mondays. I'm gonna do it where I'm probably on 4 days at least, maybe every day. We'll figure it out. Yes, Smoke Brains. I am doing that. I'm in the process of setting that up. We are going to visit a Norman camp live, so stay tuned. That will happen.
Where in Florida are you again?
I'm in Winter Haven, Central Florida.
Okay, because I got family in like Fort Lauderdale, but you're nowhere near there, right?
Hour and a half, 2 hours. Yeah, a couple hours.
Not bad.
Not that far. A couple hours. About 2 hours. 2 hours and change. Depends.
Might be out there.
Yeah, hit me up, man.
For sure. Winter Haven. Who's from Winter Haven? That sounds so familiar to me.
I know, but I'm going to let you think about that. Who? Anybody in the chat want to take a stab at it?
I know it's not Thurman. He's from St. Pete.
Nope. Anybody in the chat?
Berto, maybe? No, Berto's from Miami, right?
No, it's actually Berto. Andre Berto.
It is Berto.
Andre Berto from Winter Haven. Yep,
you got it.
That was dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
Andre Berto's from Winter Haven. We got a lot of good young fighters here from Winter Haven. Winter Haven Gym as well. It's 15 minutes from my house.
Never interview Schofield Sr. at a hotel room. You'll see him dropping the little fizzy thing in your champagne glass, like boop. You're like, drink up. CEO of Easy Bake Oven, Marco. How long Berto banned for? I'm surprised he's not in here.
Oh, what the hell? What? I thought he was just banned for whatever show you guys were doing that day.
He kept.
He was on my show tonight. He was on my show tonight.
Yeah, he kept fucking
last night.
He's probably in here, just not talking. He kept fucking with CJ and just.
He was going back and forth with somebody on my show yesterday, though.
That's what I'm saying. He does that shit. It's like a little too much. And I really like Berto. He's a good supporter and all that, but it's too toxic. So like we had to give him. And I didn't want to do it honestly, but I understood that like he can't be offending, people left and right. And it was a shitty energy that he brought. I didn't like it.
Well,
sometimes,
we live in a world of second chances, though. Would we ever give him a second chance?
Yeah, of course. It's not. Yeah, it's no big deal. I mean, I'm good with it. Marco, we got a corporate head in our chat. Yeah, I see that. Johnny, you interested in going to a Cuban boxing gym, doing a short doc on it?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
I wouldn't mind doing that.
The answer is yes. Hi, Alberto.
Love doing all that stuff in the field. Interviews. Tomorrow I'll be at tomorrow I'll be at Caribbean Royale, Orlando for the Night of Champions card, Box Lab Promotions. It will be streaming on the Zone. I will be working that card tomorrow, Orlando, Florida.
Wait, what are you doing there?
I got credentials. I got a
Oh,
credential.
you want to fight?
Be
Okay, I
working.
got
Yeah, I work the fight, get some fighter interviews, some footage. So make sure you guys ain't follow me. Follow me on IG because that's where I put my stories, and definitely subscribe to the channel on YouTube because that's where I'm going to put all my little interviews and all that other stuff, probably Saturday or Sunday. But it's going to be good. It's going to be good tomorrow night. I'll be in the field, boots to the ground in the field tomorrow.
That's funny. Cool. Good for you. Have fun. I was just at the I never even put a video of it because I didn't give a shit, which I probably should have. But at the
You don't do stuff like that. I like it.
I mean, I went there and I was chilling, but like I don't really care about putting up. It was at the girl.
The Amanda Serrano press
Yeah,
conference.
yeah. Jake Paul was there and
New
all
York
that.
City. What was that? You went to New York City for that?
Yeah, yeah. It's only yeah. I took the train out
Mm.
and did that. It was cool. It was cool to be back in my old hood. Walk by. Shane, do you remember? Shane, do you remember saying it's life or death? Yeah, he'll know what I'm talking about. Some old Penn Station drama that we went through back in the day. You'll ever find Scooter? Yeah, he was in here earlier, and he sent me his address as well. So he shall be receiving it. Really, Clarissa? Oh,
What up, bro, dog? Oh, there we go. You got him back in?
No, I don't think.
Alberto, you back in? Or is that another Alberto?
I mean, what he did the first time when we got him out, he came back with a different account with the same name. So that's what he could be doing with this one.
Which is what he did here, except
CJ is not here right now, and as long as he behaves himself, nobody's gonna ban him. So I made Alberto pop up. You did.
Alberto was in my chat today, man. He was cooking, man.
Yeah, well, depends what he's cooking.
I don't think he was hating today. He was actually showing love.
Josue Rizzo. Rizzo is such an Italian last name. Josue is obviously not an Italian first name. Johnny, who have you interviewed thus far?
Who haven't I? I've interviewed a lot of people. AB, go to my page on the Hangout spot on YouTube. I've interviewed a lot of people. Everybody. I mean, I'm interviewing a lot of people, man.
Who's the biggest? Name me the biggest 3 names. Biggest.
Say Alberto 3 times and he pops up. You talking to me or you reading that?
You. Yeah. Name the biggest 3 names you've interviewed. Top 3. Biggest ones.
Top 3. Welterweight champion Brian Orman Jr. recently. Bill Haney.
One more. Biggest ones. I'm asking for the biggest.
All right, man, you're putting me on the spot.
As far as
nobody's bigger than Stitch Duran.
I mean, there's a lot of people.
You wanted fighters?
No, anybody. I don't think Stitch Duran's not that big personally, but
you know who he is, though.
Yeah, I interviewed him before.
Yeah. So one more fighter. Man, you're really putting me on the spot. Edgar Berlanga, Xander Zayas. Oh man, a lot. I've interviewed a lot. Check out my channel, y'all. It's all there.
That's good. Carolo Clarissa. What's Carolo mean?
Que lo que? Is that? Oh, I don't know. Que rollo Clarissa. Josue Vargas? No, I have not interviewed Josue Vargas, which is crazy because I've seen him a bunch of times at Caribbean Royale. I guarantee you now, Raw Dog, I will see him tomorrow. And because you said that, I'll interview him tomorrow.
The Bill and Danny interview was dope.
That was a good interview. Yeah, that was a good one.
Who's Bill and Danny? Danny
Bill Haney and Ringwalk Danny.
Oh.
Yeah.
Johnny,
Yeah, that was
who do you want to see Berlanga fight next?
Jaime Munguia. If Jaime Munguia beats Sudas, I think that's the fight that they want to make. I'm actually cool with Berlanga. Mexico against Puerto Rico, I think that stylistically would be a very, very good fight. So that's the fight I would like to see him fight next. It's not Caleb Plant.
Yeah, I don't think Berlanga can beat any of the top light heavyweights as of yet. And I don't know how the fuck he keeps making light heavyweight when he comes in so heavy. But
he's not a light heavyweight.
Oh, excuse me, super middle. That's what I meant. How is he making super middle when he's coming in so fucking heavy? I don't get that.
Other than the last fight, he didn't make the weight the last fight though.
Clarissa, tell Johnny what you're going to write on a T-shirt on your Berlanga. What does Berlanga have, Clarissa? Tell him.
What?
She'll tell you. This is her most famous.
Berlanga's a good guy, man. What you guys are, and I know him personally. Like he's a really good guy. He's not that guy that you guys see.
I'm not sure. This is just what Clarissa has.
No. I'm answering the chat. He's a really good dude. He's a really good guy. He gives back to the community. I mean, there's a lot of people that he really hooks up. I mean, he's a good dude, man. He's just trying to market himself as, one of the what can I say?
Ready?
Superstars, right? Money driving, like Ryan Garcia.
This is her. The
greatest loss of all time.
He was.
Clarissa, there's been people that have done a lot worse against Canelo than Berlanga.
No, but you don't understand what she means.
What?
Greatest loss. He lost almost every round, yet it was so great in his eyes and all his supporters. That's what she means.
I get it. But you know what? The reason why, and I'm not speaking for him, but is that everybody thought he wouldn't even go 4 rounds. Everybody had him getting knocked out. He was not on that level. He was going to get put to sleep, and he didn't. So, again, I'm not justifying it. I'm just giving you.
When you outweigh your opponent by 30 pounds on fight night, it's hard to get knocked out. But, whatever. He still got dropped. Who's the biggest people I've interviewed? Oh, shit.
You'd have to. You put me on the spot, man. I have to look back at my interviews, but I've done a lot of really good ones and more better ones to come. I guess that's
right.
That's what I look forward to. Better ones, bigger and better.
Yeah, for sure. I've so many with me. It just all depends on.
You have a lot too, Marco. You have a lot of people.
Yeah,
and Shaq is. Have you interviewed Shaq, or you just know?
No,
Shaq?
I actually never. He would. I just never did that with him. But to me,
that would be huge.
For me, for example, the best would be Roy and Big Daddy Kane too, but that's because I love both those guys growing up. So that's to me. But to the earth, Teofimo's a pretty big name in boxing. Tommy Hearns is a huge.
Great one.
It goes Tony. It goes nonstop. So it all depends on what you like. Do you really have the greatest? Who do you all think really? Michael, yeah, I agree. It might be Michael Moore.
That's a good one, Clarissa.
Yeah. Why would Berlanga not think so high of his talent? What?
He's a confident kid. He's a confident kid. He believes in himself, and he's taken on the villain role. And that's what people don't understand. He has taken on the villain role because it's about marketing yourself in today's day and age as a money maker, an A-side fighter like Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia's never won a world title, but he will be the A-side
But here's the difference. Here's the difference. You look at Garcia, he has discernible, eye-popping, A+ eyeball test skill. Berlanga does not. And on top of that,
Berlanga has eye-testing power.
No, not even anymore. No, not even anymore. And as an amateur, motherfucker had no power. As an amateur, he was known as a boxer. He wasn't even known as a puncher. He just had that streak, which agreed. I don't know how many people have ever done that. That's impressive.
Beat Mike Tyson's streak.
But after that, I've also never seen a power puncher go from 100% knockout rate to like 40. It completely flipped on its back. And the fact that he bit a dude who was giving him a hard time. People don't talk. But that to me is
so did Tyson. And
I know.
He did that. I know. We revere him as one of the greatest of all time.
Right. Tyson at least was biting Evander Holyfield, not some random dude. Like he's biting some fucking journeyman. Like, come on. I don't think. I'm not saying he's garbage or nothing like that.
Right. I get what you're saying.
I'm just saying, based on what Bailey just said here, I don't see high talent at all. I'm not saying he can't get there. I don't see it yet. Nope. And the loss to Canelo, to be so proud of yourself as a fighter, like I get being a little proud, but it should have been more of like but I'm fucking pissed that I lost. I'm going to learn from this. You know,
Marco, you're a former fighter. You're a former fighter. You're going into a fight where the entire fucking world thinks that you are going to get white. First of all, it's not even what the entire world thinks will happen in the ring. The entire world thinks that you don't even belong in there with this guy. Why is this guy even in there with this guy?
We shouldn't have been.
And then you go in there, you get knocked down, you get back up, you face adversity, and you finish the fight on your own 2 feet. Would you not be proud of your own performance in that?
No.
You personally?
No.
Okay.
I'm hearing feedback for some reason. No, that's the point. That's what the problem is with most people.
You could be proud of it. Now to celebrate it, yeah, okay, maybe he went above and beyond.
You don't.
You could still be proud to say, you know what, I survived.
It wasn't just proud though. You're right, but he wasn't just proud. He was straight up celebrating.
I can't defend that. I can't.
You actually answered it for me. You're right. Proud, yes. His was way beyond that. So, well, whatever. You know, motherfuckers doing better than me. So.
I get what you're saying too. I get that. Did it go a little bit too far? Yeah, probably.
Big shout to my man Mo. So when Wilder has 100% KO streak, he's the greatest puncher of all time. He's one of, if not the hardest puncher of all time. Yes. But when Berlanga does it, they were all bums. Make it make sense. Okay. You can't fuck with me, Mo. 12 fights as opposed to
I gotta agree.
No, wait. 12 fights against nobodies, unknowns, low experience and skill level versus 42 versus heavyweight championship level fights.
Well, here's where
no comparison.
Here's where I'll challenge that. No
comparison.
When Deontay Wilder was doing what he was doing, we as boxing fans, hardcore, were all saying that the heavyweight division was totally watered down. It wasn't the way it was back in the days when the Holyfields and the Bowes and the Tysons were all there. So realistically speaking, who was Wilder knocking out?
I disagree with that. And the thing is this too, don't forget, Berlanga's coming in 20, 30 pounds heavier than most of his opponents. Wilder was 30 to weight, Marco. Let me finish. Wilder was 20 to 50 pounds lighter than all his opponents, and he was putting them all out, usually with one fucking punch. And to say who is he fighting, I don't say who he's fighting, because when you do it 30, 40, 50 times, it's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Look, 12 is impressive for one round. I'll give him that. It's impressive.
Well, it wasn't 12. It was 17.
16, I think, actually.
Or 16, whatever. 16 or 17. It was one of those two.
Don't get me wrong. It is impressive, but it's not as impressive as at 42 at the championship level, being outweighed by almost everybody you fought. It's not even a comparison. You
right, but Marco, how many of those were against champions? Like, there's a lot of guys on Deontay Wilder's resume that you look at that weren't championship caliber heavyweights.
Because somebody having a good chin isn't synonymous with being a good fighter or a bad fighter. It's hard to knock people out. People who don't fight, who haven't fought, don't. You know how hard it is, and what he did, Berlanga is impressive. Don't get me wrong, but what Wilder did, I mean, it's like triple, quadruple the time what Berlanga did. That's so, you know how hard it is to knock out 42 fucking. Come on, that even if they were all Uber drivers, as people like to say, that's still ain't nobody ever done that. Nobody in history has ever gone 42-0, all knockouts. Or 41-0, but he knocked out all 42 people he fought. Nobody. I mean, come on. Like, compare that to Berlanga.
I don't want to make it a Deontay Wilder diss because, again, I'm not trying to diminish what he did. I just think that
I don't really like Wilder, like how he handled the losses. Yeah. I'm not like there's no agenda here, but you got to give him props. Yeah. And he had nothing else but that one right hand. You know, all this is true, but the fact that he landed it through everybody he fought in his first 42 fights, knocked out all of them. Come on. And they were all championship level fighters. Granted, they might not have been whatever, but that's really hard. Really hard. Bums, so to speak. I know the shittiest fighters in the world who you couldn't crack their chin with a bat. Then I know some of the best fighters who fucking crumble if you blow too hard.
No,
Chin isn't synonymous with skill.
No, I
Now,
get that. But you're also talking about Wilder was an Olympian, right? With a
he
lot more
was
experience
at
at a high
started
level.
boxing
Right?
at 21,
Belanga
which is
wasn't an
even more
Olympian.
impressive. Started
Right.
boxing at 21.
Belanga wasn't an Olympian. He did the same thing. Well, not the same thing, but he hasn't won a
you
world title or
can't.
whatever. I think his story is unwritten still. I think there's still something out there because if
I don't like
Belanga
that
goes out there and beats
comparison.
Munguia and Plant, what are we going to say about him in a year from now?
I don't like
can't
that
hate on him no
comparison because Wilder actually had way less of an amateur career, so that kind of backfires. You would think Berlanga had way more of an amateur career, so he should be better. And Wilder had almost no amateur
I
career.
don't think he had that much of an amateur career.
No, he didn't.
Belanga.
Berlanga was a known amateur in New York City. What you mean?
With hundreds of amateur fights.
A lot. I don't know the exact number, but it sure as hell he was all doing all the throughout the circuit in New York and the national tournaments. Yeah, he was a known amateur. He definitely was a known. But to me, none of that even matters. We're talking pros anyway. I mean, either way, I don't think you can compare those two whatsoever. Thank you, Shane. By the way, let me hit him with it.
Shane.
Thank you. Come again.
Yeah. Did I see No, I didn't see that shit. I had it on in the background for a second. Yeah, Wilder's power. I mean, what he did.
Oh, absolutely. But this isn't diminishing Wilder. This is nothing against Wilder.
No, I know you're trying to say that you think Berlanga is more than I think he is, which is fine. You can do that. That's your opinion. I
don't know if that's what I'm doing. I'm just saying he's not a bum.
I don't think he's a bum either. I don't think he's a bum. I don't think that this started with, I think, Bailey, and you backed it up saying that Berlanga's win, that he shows a lot of skill and his win was admirable or his loss was admirable. I don't think he shows a lot of skill. I think he's a good fighter. Good and yet to be tested. But at this point in his career, for people to think that he shows a lot of skill, I don't agree with that. But, there's a balance. That doesn't mean I think he's garbage either. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that way. I don't think all or nothing. Did Scooter ever claim? Yes, he came in earlier today, Adi. You can't have it.
You missed Jersey Bob's comment. You be skipping comments, man.
Right, let's go to Jersey Bob. Wilder power was unreal. Yeah. There's another one? Lower or higher? I don't see anymore. Oh, here it is. My bad. This is great between you two.
Yes.
To be a regular occurrence. Yeah, it kind of is.
This is what it's all about, man.
Best white heavyweight boxer of all time. Kobe coming in with the.
Oh, that's racist.
I mean, it has to be Rocky Marciano. What you mean?
I'm gonna stay out of this.
Oh, are you joking, Kobe? How could you not put the only undefeated heavyweight champion in history? Who is the only undefeated heavyweight champ in the entire history of boxing is him.
Every time I start talking about boxing, a white man got to pull Rocky Marciano out their ass.
But I didn't do it. You talked about it first, Kobe. Wasn't me. Well, his name is Bum Langa. Nah, he's not a bum. I don't call any of these guys bums. Like, none of them. If you go in there, you're not a... Yeah.
No. If you come on my show, I'll tell you the same thing. I don't call any fighter bums, bro. That's disrespectful.
Most trolling now. Most too smart to mean that. Berlanga versus Tequila was a new kind of a low. Was that the one?
It was a bad. Listen, Raw Dog. I'm not defending that, but again, it was the final fight of a 4-fight deal that he didn't want to sign an extension. He just wanted to get out of it. Just get me any fight. They did it.
Is that the dude he bit?
Done with whatever. Huh?
Is that the dude?
I interviewed him a ton of times. Check it out. Check out my interviews, Raw Dog.
Is Tequila the guy that he bit?
No, that's the last guy that he fought at Caribbean Royale like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, whatever it was.
Oh, that shit. The dude that was like he
gave birth. Had the tire around his waist, whatever it was.
Gave birth.
Yeah, whatever.
He's fresh out the maternity ward.
He just wanted to get out of that contract, but the greatest loss of all time.
That's Clarissa's. Don't steal Clarissa's, Bob. Copy with that.
Jersey Bob, you my dude, Jersey Bob.
Damn, I forgot all about Rocky. You sure did. And just for you even forgetting about Rocky, that I'm gonna double up on the racism.
Oh, that's racist.
I don't know. That doesn't really make sense, but I like hitting that button. Excuses.
For who?
Quit in the ring, you a bum. Roberto Duran was a bum, redeemed his career. I wouldn't call anybody a bum. And a few people, if Roberto is one of the few people, yeah, that was out of character for him to quit. Like most guys like Galata or like, they show signs of it.
Yeah.
That was weird because Duran had no quit in him usually. That was strange.
That was a moment of insanity. He was frustrated. It was frustration.
Yeah,
I'm sure if a million people asked him that same question, like what was the most the moment in your life or in your career that you'd like to have back, it would probably be that moment right there.
That was fucked up. That was crazy. All right, it is late. I'm gonna wrap this up, even though we're having fun.
This was good, man.
Yeah, it was dope. We will pick it back up mañana. All right. Appreciate you, Johnny, as always.
Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate the chat. Love you guys.
You guys are the best. We'll talk to you guys later. Peace.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Peace.